Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I should probably remove SpongeBob completely, or else he keeps poking up his, poking up behind the sponsor thing. Anyway, I hope you guys all got a giggle out of that thing. I just couldn't help myself. So the second set, as you can see here, is going to be Dewalt versus vOdToasT, and I still need to remove SpongeBob here. Oh, he's not going away. Ah! Ha! I've defeated SpongeBob. He just won't leave. He loved casting Brood Wars so much that he didn't want to depart. Anyway, Dewalt versus vOdToasT, aka Vodi. It's going to be a PvZ, and it's going to be pretty intense. I mean, Dewalt, very high-level Russian ProDOS player. The main thing that stands out to me is that in his picture on TLPD, he looks like he's 12 or something. It's completely unrelated to StarCraft, but he looks super young. He's kind of like a Cole, the Russian version of Cole or something. Anyway, in the recent Russian King of the Hill tournament, he actually got 8 straight wins in a row, and those were all best of 7s, by the way. So he won like 8 series in a row against top players like Rams, who's going to be playing in the next group. I think TTF also played. He was in, I think he made the round of 24 as well. So yeah, some very high-level players. So he's definitely on form right now. Very, very solid player. I think he's like A- high on Ice Cup ladder. But vOdToasT is no slouch either. Now Vodi made it in on qualifying on points, and I don't think he's got any particularly notable like individual tournament wins or anything like that. I'm not even sure if he is like on a team for Gambit's Cup. I don't think he is. Maybe he plays in Nation Wars or something like that. But he's a pretty good rank on the ladder. I think he's B rank right now. He's in the top 50 or something like that. So definitely a solid player, and showed us some really good games in the qualifiers as well, actually. So I'm quite excited to see what happens here. Although of course I'm gonna have to be biased and cheer for my my ProDOS brother Dewalt. In any case, let us go into the game, set number 2 of Group E here in the TLS round of 24. Here we go. Hey, here we are in the game. At the top left as the green Zerg, we do have Vodi, and at the bottom left as the blue ProDOS, we have Reps Dewalt. Once again, the map is ground zero, of course, and it looks like we have vertical spawns here, so hopefully the Overlord will go in the correct direction. Yep, looks like it is, and should scout out the ProDOS first. Similarly, the ProDOS, in theory, should send his first probe to the top left. However, of course, as we did see last week, amusingly enough, Draw did a scouting pattern where he checked the 9 o'clock for an Overlord, didn't see one, and then went the wrong direction. Although considering the Overlord is going straight vertically this time, I think if a probe did check there, it would in fact see it. So there won't be any super crazy metagaming going on this time, like we saw in Draw's game. Anyway, it looks like, yep, doing the pylon here, he's going to put a forge and a gateway on top to a nice little wall here. It'll have a couple of gaps above the gateway and between the forge and the pylon, but can't really do much about that. It is quite a wide choke here on ground zero. A lot of ProDOSes, I know Draw in particular, just because he talks a lot and whines a lot. I mean, gives excellent strategic insight. Yeah, he was quite scared of like Ling run-bys and stuff on this map, and with good reason. We saw that quite a number of times against high-level ProDOSes in Pro League. In fact, Bisu notably lost a hilarious game to a Ling all-in on this map, so that was quite funny. Anyway, looks like the probe's actually not scouted vertically, contrary to what I said earlier, which is quite surprising to me. I'm not sure why he's decided to go bottom right. Whatever it is, I'm sure he has his reasons. I mean, at least he could have just checked the 9 o'clock here. And look at this! The Overlord's actually just changed direction. Vodi actually assumed that the probe would check the 9 o'clock, and since he didn't see one, he immediately changed direction. And now he sees the probe actually going, the second probe going out, and he's like, oh, well, I guess he's actually bottom left here. So Vodi was actually the one who was trying to do a bit of metagaming here, and didn't work out just because Dewalt did a slightly non-standard scouting pattern. So that's quite curious. Anyway, he has gone for the Forge first here, as you can see, whereas we did have, I assume this was an overpool from vOdToasT. And looks like, yeah, just actually saving up for 6 lings as well. I'm pretty sure this was an overpool. I'm sure Harum will gladly tell me I'm stupid and wrong if it wasn't. So so I'll just keep an eye on the chat for that. And oh, looks like Drone went into ghost mode because he tried to build a hatchery and was not able to. Ooh, doing the mana pylon as well. Look, notice this drone has no shadow right now. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Look at this drone. Compare him to the other drones. See, these drones, they all have shadows. But this is, in fact, Ghost Drone. Because he's like halfway between, you know, actually being a drone and being a hatchery. And he's in limbo right now. Oh, he might. Oh! Oh, he stopped the extraction drink. Can he kill the drone, though? It's not worth it if he can't kill the drone. Oh, God, kill it! He doesn't kill it and has to cancel the extractor. Of course, or sorry, cancel the assimilator. Of course, if the drone became an extractor and canceled, it would regain all of its HP. And he wanted to kill it, so that's why he built the assimilator there, but didn't quite catch the drone. Very cute little move there. I actually love doing that. When you can actually kill the drone like that, it makes the Zerg so mad. It's amazing. But unfortunately, no cigar there, and looks like the 6 lings are just going to chase his probe around until it goes down. Meanwhile, he's taking a fairly quick gas here, actually. The third, we can see the drone going out now to take the third. The probe did die, by the way. Finally got cornered by these lings. But yeah, we do see vOdToasT going for the third here at the top right natural, very standard. Just to take another natural here. Of course, there is actually no close third gas in vOdToasT's position here. The only close gas base is in fact the 9 o'clock, which doesn't really make any sense to take because it's close to the Protoss. The base over here is just a mineral only, so it really doesn't actually have any choice besides to take this base as a third realistically. And that's going to get scouted by Dewalt here. It's going to poke over. The interesting thing about this base, by the way, though, is that Dewalt could very well actually take it later on because PvZ, the expansion patterns, is very much like Terran expansion patterns against Protoss and TVP. It's generally good to expand in the same direction that you're attacking because the Zergs got, you know, a much more mobile army with speedlings and hydras and whatnot. So you're somewhat vulnerable to backstabs and counterattacks. So if he if he masses up a big army and starts pushing towards the Zerg's natural here, he could very well just take the 9 o'clock and have it kind of defended along his attack path. And I think that would probably be a good idea, even though it might seem counterintuitive to expand towards your opponent. I think in this case, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad choice. And the probe's actually going to go in here because all the 6 lings were off chasing the other probe that was at the top right. So he's going to come in here, he's going to see the Lair's making, there's no crazy Hydro Bust or anything like that. Meanwhile, we do see +1 attack on the way, and the summoning score is done. No other building yet that requires that. Let's see if we see a Stargate or a Citadel first. Since he is already getting the +1, it's possible he'll go straight for the Citadel. Yes, he is in fact going straight for the Citadel here. So gonna skip Stargate, gonna skip the Corsair, go straight for some kind of +1 speed loss shenanigans here. Very interesting. Gonna go for an aggressive mid-game attack against vOdToasT. Now, vOdToasT still doesn't know anything about this, of course. The Overlord in the main does not see any tech buildings, but that is going to make him a little bit suspicious here. You can see he's moving the main Overlord up now to see if he can see anything. I wonder if there's a Dragoon making here. Yes, there is in fact a Dragoon making here, so he's going to try and deny that Overlord scout with the Dragoon while just being annoying with Zell. It looks like it doesn't actually have any kills just yet, but it is going to go into this super annoying location behind the minerals. Actually, it looks like you can get 3 lings attacking it, so it's not that bad. There's some mineral formations where you can, have only 1 ling attacking at a time or something, and it's super annoying for the Zerg. Anyway, looks like unfortunately the Dragoon doesn't get out in time, so the Overlord will actually see the additional gateway as well as the very quick Citadel. So vOdToasT should know exactly what's going on right now. And the question is, how is he going to respond? He's actually made a good number of Zerglings here. I'm just looking on the map here. He's got quite a number of speedlings. He might go for some kind of pre-zealot, timing with these lings and running in, or maybe he was just nervous about some kind of early Zealot pressure, so he made a couple extra. Either way, he's not really going to get anywhere with this wall here. The Zealots and the Goon blocking the 2 gaps in this wall. Everywhere else is tight, so not really going to be able to do anything. All he can really do right now is make a good SimCity, make a couple of Sunkens, and wait for the attack to come. Now, you notice +1 is here. He might make a second. Yep, he is going to make a second Stargate. So this is a very... actually, hold on. He's actually only made two gateways. I would have expected to see 3 gateways here. 3 gate +1 Zealot into 2 gate, 2 Stargate Corsairs with +1 attack is apparently the cool thing to do nowadays. I don't know. I recently learned about this from our friendly Zerg mod Harum, but it looks like he's just gone for 2 gateways and then 2 Stargates in his main. So going to go out, do some early pressure with the +1 speed lots, and then just in case the Zerg, or not just in case, but he's going to transition then into getting a lot of Corsairs as well, and that will obviously help give him the anti-air capacity because, well, he won't have it from any ground units. So that'll protect him against mutas and the like. It's going to be quite interesting though, because if you notice, the air-to-air distance between their naturals is very, very close. So going for this strategy could be very, very interesting for both players. In fact, if the Zerg had or was deciding to go for, you know, a lot of mutas or something like that, versus the mass Corsair play, could be some interesting air wars. But I have a feeling that Dewalt isn't going to do that. Yeah, we can see he's got the additional hatcheries. He's getting the Hydra Den now, and there is something over here. No, that's just an Overlord. All right. But good SimCity here is going to prevent these Zealots from doing too much damage. A couple more Zealots being sent to the front. I don't know why this guy's stuck here. That's a little bit weird. But, whoa! Looks like, wow! Nice snipe there by the Lynx, getting that Dragoon. I don't know how that actually was successful. But it's going to stop the Dragoon from kind of poking this hatchery. You can see it was just trying to slowly wear it down. It was very unlikely that it would actually kill it. But, you know, just being super annoying. And nice little snipe there for vOdToasT. Meanwhile, we see the 2 Stargates pumping now. This is quite expensive, by the way. So he has got an Archives already, but he's not really going to be able to make too many High Templars. He's actually making 2 Dark Templars right now, which will be useful. But whoa, looks like the attack is actually going in here. Sorry, I'd assumed that he wouldn't even try for this attack, considering there's a good SimCity there, but it looks like he actually had enough Zealots to break in here. And as taking down both the Sun Guns, all the Lings apparently went down. It looks like a few Lings coming in from the top right as well, but the last Sun Gun does come in, and it looks like with a couple of Hives and these Lings, it will be enough here. So really not doing any economic damage, just getting a couple of Sun Guns and some Zerglings, but I'm not sure if sacrificing his entire ground army was worth it. But in this case, there's no Overlord here, so the 2 Dark Templars are going to be able to just walk into the base here. Oh my god, there's 1 Overlord here, but there's only a single Hydra as anti-air. It looks like the timing was a little bit off for vOdToasT. He delayed the Hydras or some, I don't know what happened here, but he had only Lings for too long here. He's only got 2 Hydras now, and they don't have upgrades. Oh man, they don't even have speed. Speed is just now finishing. These DTs are just going to town on the natural. No Overlords can come in here. He might just attack the eggs. Yeah, he's going to attack the eggs, so the Overlords can't even spawn here. Is he going to attack the other egg? He needs to attack the other egg as well, I think. Looks like no, he's just going to focus on the Hydra Den. Meanwhile, oh man, vOdToasT just GG's. vOdToasT cannot hold on and just hypes out immediately. I don't know why I'm still in the game though. Alright, looks like we're just gonna kill the rest of the Zerg base, even though he's not in the game anymore. Alright. Come on, you've had your fun, Dewalt. The group's not over yet. Leave the game. Leave the game. Wow, what's he doing? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know what he was doing. He's just chilling in the game. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. So, Dewalt wins. Hey, Protoss is victorious. Haha. And he goes on to the winners match. He will play against EonZerg in the winners match. vOdToasT will drop down to the losers match to play against Pyke. So we're gonna go to a quick break. After that, I will bring you the winners match of Dewalt versus EonZerg.